It's just been absolutely fabulous having the opportunity twice now to come in and deal with challenges that not only were policy challenges as far as turning an economy around, but also financial challenges that the city has had. This last time, all the excess funds had been spent down, and there had been quite a focus on hiring new personnel with spots, so we began really in the hole with our city budget, and we have been able to dig ourselves out of the hole and leave an operating balance of cash, and that's necessary because all of our budgeting is based on what we think will happen. It's not actually money in the bank. The budget we put together in 2015 for 2016 is actually anticipating who will pay property taxes and how much of that property tax they'll pay. We know that people in Anderson who pay attention to public policy liked the direction we were going. They liked the new industry and the new jobs being available. And then I've had other opportunities over the 4 years to really be out with younger people that I ran into that worked at Nestle and they work at GTI, and they were so appreciative of the direction they were going. Rather than having to drive to Greenfield, for instance, for a job every day, they could actually drive to the flagship. I would hope that there would be continuity with many of these projects. I mean, the downtown project, again, was all about doing what we could to support not only business growth in the core downtown and listening to what our downtown merchants and property owners were saying, but it was also about creating that environment that would attract that younger set. I think that's the biggest thing that the Brewfest that we had really pointed out, was that we have a group of consumers in Anderson, and we can be a magnet for people in the area to come in and enjoy the downtown with us. Well, our next step then was to support that enthusiasm for downtown, and only we can support that enthusiasm because we're the ones that govern, for instance, which direction the streets flow. And I think in that was some mix, the opposition to it. Some are we don't want to change what we're doing. We've always done it that way. Well, we haven't always done it that way. There was a change in streets to one way at some point in our future, probably 40 years ago, maybe a little longer. But the other is, I think, just political opposition that didn't want to see change facilitated. So I would encourage the next administration to take a look at Operation Downtown, obviously examine what we were doing in the way of economic development, and continue those strides. And again, it's not just personnel, it's also philosophy and how you approach local government.